I'm Chris, and this is my French farmhouse restoration project. Alexa, end alarm. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back. I'm going to make myself a quick pancake for breakfast. I fancied a pancake with my coffee this morning, so I've made a quick bit of pancake mix because I've got 1,000,000,001 eggs. I've got so many eggs, I've started making all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. I fancied a pancake this morning, or crêpe as it's known in France. This is a crêpe, that's what we call them. So I am going to have one real quick, and then I'm going to get dressed, and then we're going to take a trip to town, and we're going to change that light. I'm fixing the chairs today, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on fixing the chairs today. Look at that delicious little crêpe. I'm having that with jam. Right, well, the jury have unanimously decided, I think. But it doesn't matter, it's not the end of the world, is it? And you guys have been very, very helpful in telling me how you feel about it. So based on the fact that we all agree, let's go back and get the other one, and we'll have a look round while we're there, see what else they've got. But this time the one I get is the one I'm sticking with. I'm not going to go blooming spending money on lights willy-nilly. Right, well that's light number 2 in the van, and I've got some more of my monocouche enduit. Turn my music off. I feel like I want to get a coffee and a cake. Right, let's go get ourselves something to eat, shall we? Un café latte s'il vous plaît? Café latte? Sur place, ouais. Et puis, il y a un énorme choix là. Un tartelette aux poires s'il vous plaît. Oh, good. I'm going to quickly drink this and then head straight home and spend the afternoon working. Right, let's go. Back to the house. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to quickly stick some lime mortar in this mixer, get it mixed up. We'll do a bit of our wall, and then I'm going to get on with my patio furniture. Patio furniture. I sounded very Essex then. I come from a place called Essex in the UK, and we don't very often pronounce the letter T in words. So I said patio, not patio. So we're going to take that light down, and we're going to put our new one up, and we've got to move it to the centre. Look, it's not in the centre. So that wasn't me, that's originally where the wire came through. We just need to bring it over actually to the middle, get rid of that wire there, remove some of that render. Let's take this one back down. Let's get this off. Back down. Right, just got a little bit to go around here, just to do above the door. And it is very tiny stone. So I'm having to just kind of almost render over it, and then I'll have to reveal it after, which is not the best of surfaces to work with, but in the past I have done lots that were like this. Historically, they would, you know, all these things were done on a budget. If you wanted really fancy stone that was going to be exposed and pointed from original, then you'd pay extra for that. That was a different level of build from the stonemason. And if, like in this case, it was just a farm building in the countryside, they'd go for the cheapest stone, lowest grade, and then it would be all these small bits and little lumps and bumps everywhere. So, you know, you just got to work with what you've got, and I will make a lovely job of it regardless. And somebody asked me in the comment section whether you can clean this stone with a mixture of vinegar and water. And the answer to that is yes, you can. You can put this all on. And then, I mean, I don't generally do it. It's very rare that I do that, because normally this dries sufficiently that I can clean the stone at the same time as I clean the mortar, and it all comes up, and you don't need to use that particular technique. And also I like it when the stones are a bit lime washed as well. It makes it look all a nice colour. So I don't generally do that, but you can do it. You can just mix 50-50 white vinegar and water and get a nice clean cloth and just go over the stones and give them all a bit of a clean. But it's very labour intensive, and when you've got such a big wall, by the time it's all done and it's all a uniform colour, I don't really bother. It'll become very obvious that it looks nice right at the end, you know. Exciting times in the potager, ladies and gentlemen. That can be French word of the day if we haven't already had it. I'm losing track. Potager. Potager is the vegetable garden. Let's have a quick look. I've got exciting news. Look at this. Look at that. I've grown my first things. Right? There's a couple of bits and pieces in there. I've put my cucumbers in already. They should be growing soon. My basil's doing very well. My tomato plants are doing very well. And so are my peppers. And I've got some lettuces coming through there. Those are lettuces. Down here, I did some planting as well, but so we need to talk about my first major hiccup as a newbie gardener. What didn't I do with all these little plant pots with seeds in? I tell you what I didn't do. I didn't label everything, and now I can't remember what I put in each one. So I've got loads of stuff growing in pots, and I can kind of remember I know all of the things I've got, I just can't remember whereabouts I planted them. Ladies, I'm going to need you to come back. I don't want you going off down there because that's too near the road. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Follow me, especially you big lummox. All right. Yeah, I know. Well, what's been happening today? What have you all been up to? Was that exciting over there? How about you? You having a good time on the grass? How about Squeaky? What have you been up to, Harley? So today's lunch is very easy. I am having a rocket salad. I think this is rocket in English. I don't actually know what this is in English, but in French it's mash. So I think maybe that's rocket. I don't know, but it's very, very nice. It's one of my favourite salads. So I'm going to have a big handful of that. And this little beauty is a baked stuffed salmon that I had already to eat. So I'm having the leftover piece of baked stuffed salmon cold, and I'm going to have my salad with goat's cheese. There we go. Nice few lumps of goat's cheese on it, like so. Oh, my mouth's watering already. And my belly's rumbling. I don't know if you can hear that. I love goat's cheese, and I like salad, and I like salmon. So we've got lots of nice ingredients there. I think the la pièce de résistance there is going to be tomatoes, isn't it? I'm going to slice a tomato. Look how sharp my knife is. I love it. Does anybody else find it very satisfying when you can cut a tomato really easily with your knife? Like a really, really sharp knife just ticks all the boxes for me. Right, on to our next job. We've got to start work on this table and chair set. Table, 2 chairs. It's pretty nasty. Pretty rotten. That's going straight in the wood burner. Give it a bit of a mix up, as usual. Stick it straight on. You're right in there. So there we go, that's had its first coat. It's all looking okay. It's nicer in green, isn't it? Rust free and looking nice. I've got to cut up all the slats to go on there. And then, new set. Oh, I can hear a motorbike going past. That'll be Alfie. What are you doing here?
Bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde. Je me présente, je m'appelle Alfie Willis et j'ai 27 ans. That means my name's Alfie Willis and I'm 27 years old. Do you know why? Because it was my birthday the other day.
Yeah, it was Alfie's birthday. He was 27.
Yeah.
And so...
That's why I've not been working on the car. Because I had a little party. Then it was Marilou's mum's birthday. Then her sister's birthday. It's been like 4 parties in a row. So that's a lot of days not working on the vehicle. But we're back in action.
Nice one. Yeah, but you're not working on your car at the moment, are you? You're riding your motorbike.
You know, because I just had to make sure it was feeling alright.
Alright, nice one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's another one of those ridiculous designs that somebody in an office came up with and never ran it past the guys on the job. I'm like, yeah, let's just put those little screws right in the back of there so that when you try and push it on, they move at the same time. That should be fine. I'm sure no one's going to say anything about it. They make these little screws the absolute limit. Right, so that is light number 2 in place. And I think we can all agree that is much better than the last one. Let's try it, make sure that I've wired it in properly. Yay! Well, the sun is going down in my little part of central France, and as you can see, my light is up. My wall has got more pointing on it now. Our garden set is getting a little bit of a once over. It's been a very productive day. My flower beds are looking good. My planters are looking good as well. Join me very soon for my next video, where we're going to be carrying on with the lean-to and taking on other jobs around my farmhouse and farmyard. Until then, thank you all so much, and see you really soon. Bye.